Welcome, Aries. It's Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment Tarot here to do your March 6th through April 6th, the energies that you need to know for Divine Spirit and Guides from Divine Spirit and Guides to help you transverse the energy. Now, this is not going to resonate with every Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if it's not your story, don't claim it. Chuck it in the bucket. It cannot resonate with everyone. Check your natal placements, okay? All right, this is not going to be for any kind of medical, legal, or any kind of counseling. If you need counseling or if you need any professional services, please seek those. This is for entertainment purposes only. Some guidance messages from Divine Spirit on how to transverse energies, okay? Welcome, cross watchers, and I hope all my Aries are in a good, abundant, as well, and as best place that you can be, okay? All right, so I've already cleansed energies in the deck. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Without further ado, I'm going to cleanse energies within myself with the frequency bowl, and let's get it going, okay? Divine Spirit and Guides, Universe, please bless Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus with a true, clear message, what they need to know for their higher good, whether it's career, love, or spiritual path of spiritual evolution. And Universe, please bless all universal beings with happiness, abundance, prosperity, stability, and most of all, peace and love at this time. Thank you. All right, Aries, welcome, welcome. I'm the Aries Moon. I'm looking forward to this. Let's see what's going on. I've already shuffled the deck, so I'm going to go ahead and start asking the questions, and cards are going to start popping, okay? Here we go, Aries. What do we need to know? Okay, there we go. All right. So basically, some Aries at the moment are feeling trapped, feeling like they're stuck in a tough situation, feeling stuck and can't move on. You're either in a place where there's a breakup or a career or a spiritual path where you feel stuck, where you feel trapped, where you're unable to move on because there's unfinished business, okay? Or something that was out of your control that you had no say in and you didn't get to clear the air on how you felt about things, okay? So feeling trapped, stuck, and can't move on because you're feeling like you didn't get your chance to say or do what you needed to do for closure, okay? Taking a risk. Some Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses will be going on a new adventure, putting yourself out there, and unknown outcome. Just taking a risk, like the Aries full card that it is, and representing you, and just taking a leap of faith to whatever comes your way. All right, taking the risk and just hoping that, you know, again, new adventure, putting yourself out there, and unknown outcome. That's what you're looking for through March 6th through April 6th. Just putting yourself out there and taking that leap of faith, trying to get unstuck, whatever that situation. Now, all these cards may not resonate with every Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and maybe none of them, okay? And that's why we have the Celtic spread. But for some Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, these are going to apply. One, two, maybe all of them. Roller coaster. Some Aries feel like there are many ups and downs and erratic behavior, extreme moods. It could be you because you aren't able to clear the air, because you had no say and control over a situation that may have had happen to you that makes you feel trapped and stuck and unable to move on because of unfinished business. You may feel like you're on a roller coaster. It may be your career, your spiritual path, but something has got you going up and down like a roller coaster and kind of moody right now, okay? I would be moody too, I think, if everything was going up and down like a roller coaster as well, all right? And trapped, feeling trapped and stuck. Some Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus are waiting. They're hoping things will change. They're hoping they will. They're hoping they will change. Spending time apart from someone and putting things on pause. Okay. So if you're in a relationship or a career or a spiritual path, putting yourself in a timeout, putting yourself in a pause, almost like the Pisces card with the hangman. You feel like this timeout, even though you didn't get to clear the air and you're trapped and you're stuck, moody, things going up and down like a roller coaster, you feel like this pause is good for you and the person or the situation, and that maybe cooler heads will prevail and maybe something better will come of it. Okay, that's what some Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses are thinking. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the karmic message, the divine message through the Celtic cross of what Aries needs to hear. Now, this is not going to resonate again with every Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but if it is your story, claim it. All right. What message? Okay, there we go. So the Queen of Cups. Okay, so Aries, all you want is emotional stability. All you want is to be able to give love, receive love equally, have emotional stability in your life, and not have this yo-yo. Okay. But that is the issue. The issue in the message is that on March 6th through April 6th, you are going to be working on being the Queen of Cups, okay? A Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, about being open to receiving and giving love, and coming from a place that's emotionally stable, okay? Because in this energy of Pisces, where everything is in the unrealized, unrecognized, unseen realm. Okay, Pisces season's about illusions, about working on your shadow side, working on your fears, and going through this. It is a rocky roller coaster. Okay, a lot of people are feeling a roller coaster right now because a lot of people don't want that confrontation to face their shadow work and do the fear and face what their fears are about. But you're just hoping for equal emotional equality, equanimity. You're looking for just remaining calm and being open to receiving and giving love. That is your main goal right now, is equal reciprocity and remaining calm and not letting somebody get your goat. Okay, not letting somebody jerk your chain. You're feeling trapped and stuck. You don't like that feeling. You're feeling like you have unfinished business. You didn't have a say in something, and it's like a roller coaster with your moods. It's making you angry, sad, depressed, happy. I mean, just all kinds of things. And all you want is just emotional stability and being open to receiving and giving stable love. All right. Or stable commitment in a relationship, career, or spiritual path. What is the obstacle for you becoming the Queen of Cups? The obstacle is judgment. Okay. So you didn't have that last call. You didn't have that last say. Judgment wasn't in your favor. The obstacle and the challenge is whoever dealt it, whoever controlled the situation and had the last say or had the say and didn't give you a say, they judged, was it executioner, judge, and jury, judge, jury, and executioner. They made the call. They got their closure. They made their judgment call, but you didn't. You didn't have a say in it. Okay. And that is causing you to be emotionally unstable and unbalanced because you're feeling stuck, trapped, you're feeling anger, you're feeling frustration, you're feeling stress, you're feeling unfinished business, trapped, and you don't like that feeling. But the obstacle and the challenge was that you didn't have a say in it. All right. Somebody else made that judgment call. All right. What is the recent past? The recent past for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the recent past bringing you, Aries, or what did it deal you? This is going to be March 6th through the April 6th. So this would be something that you were going through previous to this reading. Okay, what is your recent past telling you? What are you going through? What happened? Show me, Aries, recent past. All right, your recent past, Aries, is about temperance and the Page of Swords. Okay, so somebody was not quite communicating clearly with you. Somebody was holding things to the side and doing things on the side and not stepping up and communicating with you clearly. They were watching, they were stalking. That could be somebody watching you, stalking you. In the recent past, somebody was on the sidelines, not communicating truth to you. Okay, not communicating what their thoughts, feelings, because this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So you didn't know what was going on in the recent past. It was something that just happened like abruptly for you, because the Page of Swords is about somebody being sneaky, not sneaky as in bad, but keeping things to themselves, holding things to themselves, and not really stepping out and communicating what exactly they had going on. Okay. The temperance could be that you were dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries. If you weren't dealing with a Sagittarius in the recent past, somebody was keeping something from you, and they were just working on their timeline. They were working on their patience, their healing, their emotional balance, their everything. So temperance is if it's not a Sagittarius you're dealing with that was keeping things in the dark, keeping things close to their chest, but watching you. Okay. From the sidelines, but just not communicating exactly what was on their mind and heart. They were taking the time to balance themselves, heal themselves, being patient to themselves, and sitting on the sidelines, figuring stuff out without letting you know anything about what this abrupt judgment that's got you all up and down, trapped and stuck because you didn't have a say in something. Okay, what is the near future bringing to you, Aries? What is the near future bringing to you? What is the near future? Okay, so the near future is that you will have messages of stability and abundance and prosperity, but will you be listening to them? Okay, so messages can come through songs. It can come from other people. It can come from billboards, paying attention to the signs, but messages of abundance, stability are coming around the corner, something new, something innocent, a new start, okay? But there's a lot of work and dedication that's going to be needed because you're working on your emotional balance. You're working on, you were left trapped, stuck without a say in something. So closure is very important to moving on, because if you don't have that death card, that final closure chapter, then it's hard to move on and accept something new when you're not quite finished with dissecting and retrospecting what the hell happened, right? So this is about putting in the work and the effort and the dedication to being open to messages, to new starts and everything, when you're still working on what the hell happened that was unbeknownst to you, because this Page of Swords is somebody sitting on the sidelines not communicating to you what's going on with them. But judgment was called and you didn't have a say in it. All right. And the King of Swords is that in this time when messages are going to be coming in about a new potential stability, prosperity, and abundance, and you are dedicating yourself to hard work, determination, discipline on moving on. That's what your focus is, to becoming emotionally balanced again, open to receiving and giving love, and in a good place, basically, right? The King of Swords says in order for you to get there, either a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is going to help you, or you need to take on the energies of the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, put and dissect all toxic things, persons, places, or things from your life, okay? In order to get this new start, you're going to have to work hard and dedicate and discipline yourself to basically taking your mind back, taking your heart back, right? And not letting somebody toxic or person, place, and thing that's toxic take you over. Okay, you have the strength to be thinking factually and logically about dissecting and retrospecting what happened so that you can move on, because you're not going to get the closure that you want that is going to allow you to become emotionally balanced. You're going to have to work through that through the hard work and dedication card, Eight of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. You're going to have to do the work to get over this. You're not going to get the closure you want. That person's not going to give you a say in it. You're just going to have to accept it. And how are you going to move on? You're going to use facts and logic. You're going to use the King of Swords energy to cut out toxic person, places, or things. And that will allow messages of new start, new prosperity, new abundance to come in, right? Whether it's relationship, whether it's a career or spiritual path, you're not going to get the closure you need to be able to move on. You're going to have to work through it, is what I'm hearing, okay? What is the distant past message? The distant past message is the karmic lesson Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus has learned the hard way through life, okay? Through life experiences and through, lessons, all right? What is it that you learned that's going to help you with your future and present decisions? Here we go. All right, you learned that after every ending, as brutal as it may be, as something that you didn't have any control over, there's always new beginnings. New emotional fulfillments will be had, right? So you get up, you pick yourself up, you do the work, you get through it. You're not going to get the closure you want. You're not going to get the last say. That person called it, all right? And sometimes we don't, I want to break up with you before you break up with me. That kind of thing that when we were teenagers. Or I don't want you to fire me. I'm going to put in my resignation before you. Sometimes we just don't get that. Sometimes we have no control over what happens to us because it's happening for us. The universe is going to bring you a new blessing. You know that because in the distant past, you've been here and done that before. You've moved on. You've accepted new emotional fulfillment offers, okay? And then also I have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles is someone that's stable, abundant, prosperous, has a strong foundation, and has got everything they need: the home, the family, the spouse or relationship, the partner, life partner. But yours is in the past was in the reverse. So you know that new beginnings and new opportunities will allow for a possibility of stability and prosperity, and for the Queen of Pentacles to be upright, right? It's just something you have to work towards. You've been there before, right? So this message is that in the past, you've had to rely on new universal blessings coming in for new emotional fulfillment to work towards some stable or prosperous, abundant relationships, career, or spiritual path, okay? So you've got the experience is what it's saying. You know what to do. You know to pick yourself up and just work it through, right? Aries, we don't quit. I'm an Aries moon, all right? We'll figure it out. We'll just put ourselves out there and just deal with it, right? Work on it. All right, what is the 6 weeks to 6 months for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, though? What is the 6 weeks to 6 months? The 6 weeks to 6 months, what can Aries expect? Show me Aries in 6 weeks to 6 months, please. All right. In 6 weeks to 6 months, you're going to have a genuine soulmate connection. You're going to look, dissect, retrospect what happened to you. Have no control over the situation, so you're going to have to work it through and get the closure any way you can with the King of Swords. But you will have a true soulmate connection. You could be doing with a Gemini. If not, it's just a soulmate connection. The right one's coming in, right? The old one is leaving, or the old job is leaving, or the old spiritual path, religion, whatever you process as spiritual path is leaving, and something brand new and very emotionally balanced and karmically tied is coming in, right? What's the present energies? Show me Aries present energies at the time of this reading, March 6th. What is Aries present energies at the time? All right, so you got a lot of messages there. All right, so at the time of this reading, it shows here that you are thinking back and you're holding on to the memories of the good times with this person, or the good things that came from the job, or good things that came from that evolution. You're dissecting, you're retrospecting all the good things. You're not thinking about the bad things right now of what happened in this situation, okay? But the Tower card in reverse is saying that in the present energy, you're not willing to let it go. This is a leveling of your foundation. It could be with a Scorpio, right? So if it's with a Scorpio, then you're having a fond memory of the person Scorpio that dealt it, called it, gave you judgment, but you didn't have no say. But I believe that instead of it, it's a leveling of your foundation. So you had a leveling of your foundation that you're not willing to let go of, all right? So if it was an upright, this is you accepting the leveling of your foundation and picking yourself up, even though you're dissecting and retrospecting the good things about the situation, not the bad. You're not focused on the negative. You're focused on the positive of what came from that lesson, okay? But you're not willing to let it go. The Tower card in reverse is about someone that's stuck, trapped, unwilling to accept that things are over and that you'll have no say. You will not get closure, right? So instead, you're just clinging to the past memories of something that will no longer serve you, right? The World card is there's no going back. The situation that you're addressing, that you're not willing to accept the tower fell, and that you are laying on your back right now looking up, not willing to get up. You just want to daydream. And that's Pisces season. Pisces season is staying in the illusion of, that there's something that can be worked out. There's something that can be salvaged, but there's not. The World card is the last card in the tarot deck, which means that it's over. There's no go backs. The lesson, the karmic lesson that you had with that person, place, or thing is done. There's nothing else to be gained with going back or it restarting. Okay, so it's not. The World card means it's done. Okay. The next card that I have is the Two of Pentacles. You're trying to balance it out in your head. What could I have done differently? What could I have, could I have done this? Could I have jungled? Could I have made more time? Should I put more time into my work? Should I put more time to my life? Should I have had more work-life balance? What was it that I wasn't balanced out? What wasn't balanced out in the situation? You're dissecting everything that you thought that, you're thinking back. What could I have done different? It doesn't matter. There's no go back. There's no way, even if you could figure out what went wrong and where the balance went wrong in that situation, love, career, or spiritual path, there's no go back. It's done. That person has called it, or that place has called it, or that spiritual path has called it. It wasn't your path. All right. It wasn't your decision to make. It was the other person that called it. And there is nothing you could go. I mean, you dissecting and retrospecting is good. You learned the lesson. What did you learn from the lesson? And move on, right? But staying stuck in it, trying to figure out what you could have done differently, it makes no matter. It happened. You had a lesson learned, and you have to dissect it. So there is going to be an opportunity in the present for a path for you to take. There's two paths. Either one of them will be successful, okay? So you just got to open yourself up, face the fact that a leveling of your foundation happened, and now it's time to move on. And there are opportunities that are waiting for you, action, passion, adventure. But if you don't get up off the ground and face the fact that a leveling of your foundation happened and you have no say in it, and that you will have no closure, you're just going to have to work through it and get up. You know what I'm saying? And face the fact that there was, sometimes we just don't have control over the situation, right? But there's a beautiful beginning coming in for you, okay? What's the outside energies keeping you trapped and stuck in this situation? What is the outside energies that's keeping you dissecting and retrospecting and not wanting to get up and staying stuck in the situation? What's the outside energies? All right. The outside energies is you're not willing to take that pain. You're not willing to face the pain. You're not willing to accept that it's final and that the pain is real and that this is not a break. This is not a pause like the card said, waiting. This is not a pause. This person has called it. It's done. The World card says it's done. It's done. Okay, stick a fork in it. It's done. You're not willing to visit the pain. You're not willing to accept the pain and that things hurt. And sometimes there's no control over what we do in life. There's no control over who cuts us out, whether we get to stay in a job, whether we are on the right path and somehow we get shifted onto another path. We don't have a control. That's all divine universe and divine timing, and we have to just go with it. Sometimes we just don't have that closure, right? So you're not willing, the outside energies that's feeding in you to staying stuck and trapped is that you're not willing to accept the pain. That is over. Okay. You're waiting and on pause thinking that it'll get better. If you both have time to think on it, your career opportunity or career employment will get better if you just take a pause and don't and just take it that you didn't get the promotion or you didn't step up or anything like that. But the outside energies is saying that you need to take a deeper wisdom and enlightenment and isolate yourself, but you need to accept the pain. You need to accept the grieving, mourning of it, and let it go, because there's no control of turning that pain around. You have to live it, breathe it, get through the pain, and get over it. And sometimes we never really get over it. Sometimes we stuck in that pain forever, but it gets lesser and lesser as we go. Just take the lesson, learn from the lesson, seek that deeper wisdom and enlightenment, and get up off the ground and move on. Okay? What is Aries hope and fear? What is Aries sun, moon, rising, and hope and fear? What is Aries sun, moon, rising, hopes and fear in this situation? All right. You're hoping, the lovers came out twice, and this is a deck, the night, the night wait, okay, is the tarot deck, and it does have two lovers card on purpose. Okay, so your hopes are that this 6 weeks to 6 months, that this love is real, that this is a true soulmate connection. That's what your hope is. Okay, and in 6 weeks to 6 months, look at that, they're mirroring each other. And 6 weeks to 6 months, your hope and fear section says that you're hoping that this is the real deal. You're hoping beyond hope that this is the real deal, and not fearing that it's not a soulmate connection. Okay, so your hope is that this is the real deal, is what I'm hearing. All right, what is the outcome for you, Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus? You got someone coming in 6 weeks to 6 months if you don't know them already. And it's going to turn into a blessing. And your hope is that this is the real deal this time. You don't want to go through the pain anymore. You don't want to go through another heartbreak or a new calamity in a career or a spiritual path. Okay, so what is the outcome? Show me, Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Yeah, walking away. This is you walking away from what you didn't have any control over. This is you getting unstuck and realizing that your ninth cup, your wish manifestation, what you really need and what the universe really wants to give you for your higher good is coming. As soon as you walk away and accept the pain and the grief and dissect it and retrospect on it, but let it go and surrender to what the universe is trying to bring you, you will get everything that this lovers means, which is a true connection. Something good is coming in. It's a true connection. Could be a Gemini. After you walk away and face that this is not, there's no do-over here and there's no explanation. This person or a place or thing is not going to give you an explanation. Not a true explanation on why they really did it. Okay? They just called it, walked off, and just left you hanging if it's a person. If it's a career, they fired you, let you go after you committed a long time or a long investment in them. If it's a spiritual path, you just felt empty all of a sudden. And there is no explanation. There is no explanation as to why somebody causes you pain, keeps you stuck and trapped, because you're stuck in the memories of the good things and not focused on, well, what went wrong? I don't even know, with the two pentacles in that reading part, I don't even know what did I drop? What did I drop the ball on? Okay? That's what that is, Aries. Let me clarify this 8 of Cups, okay? Let me hit this 8 of Cups for show me, Aries. Okay, boy, you got a lot of messages here. All right. All right. So you're walking away and finally accepting. So it's acceptance and surrender right here. And walking away for the 9th cup. Something that you are wishing that and you're hoping for is a true connection, which is coming in 6 weeks to 6 months, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. What you're hoping and beyond hope and your hopes and fears that this is a real deal, okay? The 10 of Wands, you want to lay down that burden by walking away. You're finally ready to lay down that burden and walk away. The 7 of Cups means that you have very much good options and bad options. You know, you have the two paths, right, to get up to and walk through right here in the present energy. There's going to be some good options and opportunities. One of them is going to be a true soulmate connection, all right, or a karmic fit. The Queen of Wands is you putting yourself out there. This is you in your element. This is going to be the Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy of being on fire, putting yourself back out there in the limelight again, taking action, dominating, kicking ass. This is the Aries. This is the Emperor. This is the Strength card, the Leo. This is the person that's not going to be denied. right? Not going to be in a fear-based place, right? The Queen of Wands. The Five of Wands is coming out of conflict, facing it head on, taking the competition, taking the bitter, taking the struggle, and heading straight into it with the Queen of Wands energy, not fearing it anymore, right? And the High Priestess is trusting your judgment, trusting that you got this, trusting that you're doing the right thing, trusting that you're on the right path, listening to your High Priestess on what path to take and what option in those Seven of Cups to take, okay? So that's what I have for you, Aries. Let's go ahead and get a cosmic insight, sorry. Let's get a cosmic insight for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, here's your color. Okay, air sign. So, all right, so you will be dealing, this is a Gemini card, the lover, soulmate. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. It could be that you have the assistance from an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it could be that you're going to be thinking like one. Okay, we're going to get another card, all right? So you could be taking on the energies to get you out of the situation, to help you go do this factually and logically with the help of an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or it could be that this truly is a Gemini or someone coming in with the air energy, okay? But let's go ahead and get another card for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus about their cosmic insight. Give me a cosmic insight for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. And I'm an Aries moon, so. All right, let's get this. Let's get this here. All right, here we go. The Spy card. Remember the Page of Swords in the recent past? Something that's happened to you like last week, last month, okay? The Spy card. Someone's got their eye on you. You are doing your research, okay? So that person didn't communicate with you because they were thinking about what they really wanted to do. They were watching the situation, seeing if they wanted to go forward. Like, it's like they were at a crossroads, I feel. This person didn't know and finally came to the conclusion after watching that it wasn't going to get better for them. It wasn't in their best interest to invest anymore. They were at the crossroads is what I feel. And so they were watching you, spying on you, and until they got a better understanding. They didn't communicate with you until they just laid it on you, okay? And it wasn't in your control to deal with it, to have a say in it. They didn't even give you a say in it. They just called it, okay? And that's what that Spy card. Give me one more card for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus on this cosmic insight. What is the cosmic insight for Aries on this situation? All right, here we go. All right, so the person you were dealing with, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, was a liar. Be careful of someone sneaky. Well, we found out who the sneaky person is because that's what you're going through right now. Beware of someone telling you that they just need time out. I just need some space. I just need some time out. I just need some alone time, okay? If this is a career and they say, hey, we'll call you back when we get busy, they're lying. They're trying to get rid of you for a reason, okay? If it's a spiritual path, don't be lying to yourself, okay? If you feel like you're on a path and you think, oh, it's going to work out, and it's not your path, that's what the Tower, and that's not letting go. It's the reverse Tower of not accepting that that's not your path, okay? But that's what I have for you, Aries. Wish you well. Stay safe. Hit the like, share, subscribe. That's not going to be every Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus story. It's not meant to be. So check your natal placements if it doesn't resonate. Until we read again, take care. Be safe. Bye.